They say you can discern who truly cares for you by who attends your momentous event. Absolutely no one from my family appeared for me. Not my parents, not my dearest friend, not even my sister, though she did have a justification. It seems she was celebrating her engagement that evening, my wedding night. I did not break down, I merely smiled through it all. The exchange of vows, the applause, the constant camera flashes. All I could really hear was the stillness from the vacant chairs reserved for them. Then, just as the cake knife sliced through the sweet frosting, my mobile phone illuminated. Mom, we absolutely must speak now. 34 missed calls. That was the instant I knew a severe problem existed, and not just an emotional one. Growing up, my sister Skylar was the favored one. More clever, more attractive, more confident. The one my mother and father showed off like a glittering trophy while I remained behind the scenes clapping for her success. But I honestly did not mind. I established my inner peace in quiet moments and hard work in a type of affection that does not beg for notice. Then one day I met Leo. He was kind, a great listener, made me feel like my whole life was suddenly in full color. I truly believed he saw me for who I was. It turns out he simply viewed me as a mere connection, a path that led directly to my sister. It started subtly. Delayed text responses minimal. Smiles, the sort of excuses that sound scripted even when they are just breathed out. Then came the error. Skylar brought up a restaurant I had never told her about. The exact establishment Leo and I had visited the previous night. Same table, same bottle of vintage wine. The different puzzle pieces began to lock into place. Quietly, agonizingly, a text message I was never meant to read confirmed every single fear. A message from him to her, right after the engagement. Just keep her occupied. Her engagement to him. They had totally played me for a fool. And my entire family, they were fully aware. That is why not a single soul came. I did not scream, did not confront anyone, did not even shed a single tear. Individuals like them expect loud explosions, total chaos, yelling, and crying. I simply gave them quiet. Quietness genuinely frightens people. It implies you are formulating a strategy. And when I think I create a thorough plan, so I allowed the wedding ceremony to proceed. I signed the official document, smiled brilliantly for the photographs, kissed the man who was already halfway gone, and I methodically planned my ultimate repayment. Silently, with absolute grace. First, I stripped him bare. Not emotionally, but financially. The joint banking account, the one I had primarily funded, vanished entirely overnight. Transferred completely legally and efficiently. Then I mailed invitations to my second wedding celebration to my family, to Skylar, to him. Different locations, the exact same day and the exact same time. They all arrived separately, each one expecting to be the absolute center of attention. Each discovering via a huge screen projection precisely what the others had done and how. My legal counsel stood calmly beside me. The prenuptial agreement, the massive bank transfers, the damning text messages, the incriminating emails, all displayed publicly for everyone to see. Their darkest secrets in vivid high definition. Skylar's fiancé, my spouse, was financially ruined. My sister's engagement was instantly canceled on the spot. My mother and father stood completely silent, utterly disgraced. As I made my exit, Skylar grabbed my arm, her whole body trembling. "Why would you actually do this?" she whispered urgently. I simply smiled sweetly. "Because you all showed me that devotion is conditional. I just finally met the conditions required." I walked away, leaving her right there. Mascara streaming down her face, the intense spotlight now fiercely burning her instead of me. I relocated to a completely new city just a week later. A different profession, a new apartment, a deep serenity that required no defense or explanation. Occasionally, I still receive messages from my mother, apologies, explanations, and endless excuses. I never send a reply because silence was my revenge. And silence, unlike love, is truly permanent.